How you doing, Southern Alberta? This is the Stormbringer bringing you the PZW Match of the Week, Round 1 of the PZW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. The number 1 ranked model, Deryck Crosse, versus the big man from the Rockies himself, Lee Montana. You can see Lee Montana had climbed up onto the penthouse, got himself knocked down, crotched on the top turnbuckle. The model now setting up the big man from the Colorado Rockies. What is the model setting himself up for here? The model has got to be the front runner to win the PZW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. For those of you that have followed PZW for the last year, you have witnessed the dominance of the model. He has stayed undefeated in Power Zone Wrestling ever since he sent his arch nemesis Carlo Cannon packing from Power Zone Wrestling. He sent Carlo Cannon home in a loser leaves PZW matchup, and ever since then, I believe, Tom, if memory serves me correct, that took place this past September. The model Deryck Crosse has been undefeated since that victory. He has wrestled Lee Montana a couple of times. He has beaten Lee Montana previously. Lee Montana made it into the tournament as a wild card entry. For all intents and purposes, to describe this matchup properly, you've got the number 1 ranked model Deryck Crosse versus the number 8 seed Lee Montana, the big man from the Colorado Rockies. Lee Montana now fighting his way out of the bear hug. The model drops his head. The big boot tucks the clothesline. Lee Montana with a clothesline of his own. Not a lot behind it. You can see both men covered in sweat. Both men are exhausted. Lee Montana powers up the model down into the spine buster. The kick out by Deryck Crosse. I have spoken of ring intelligence and resilience in the past, Tom, and one has got to understand that when it comes to ring intelligence and resilience, I do not know if there is anybody in Power Zone Wrestling that possesses both those traits more so than the model. Beautiful missile drop kick by Lee Montana. Can he get over for the pin? Can he pull out the upset and advance in the PZW Heavyweight Championship Tournament? 2 count and the kick up by the model. That's what I was talking about when I use the word resilience. I automatically think of the model Deryck Crosse. Unbelievable stuff, Tom. You know, calling these matches is a bit difficult. I have been suspended by Commissioner Jim Dandy. There is no word. There has been absolutely no deadline laid down so that I understand when I am back in action. I do not know. The board of directors has a meeting set for the first week of August. Yes, I am a member of that board of directors. I will be allowed to defend myself in this meeting, but there is no word and there is no hint as to how long Commissioner Jim Dandy recommends I've been suspended. So calling these matches is a little bit difficult, Tom, because I'm watching these guys lay everything on the line in the name of winning the PZW Heavyweight Championship, and I'm out of the running. I'm written right out of the whole thing. So no matter who does win the title at the end of this tournament, it doesn't matter. Because, well, sorry, it doesn't matter to me, should I say. Obviously, it matters a lot to the fans of PZW. It matters to the overall direction of the company. But it doesn't matter to me because I'm not going to get my hands on the future champion for who knows how long. God knows I'm going to fall out of the rankings. I'm going to end up falling down to the bottom of the company by the time I do get reinstated. And I'm going to have to wrestle my way back up just as if I was a newcomer re-entering or entering Power Zone Wrestling for the first time ever. The model Deryck Crosse now up to the top, went for a swanton of some sorts, and you can see that the knees of Lee Montana came up and met the lower back of Deryck Crosse. That was a mistake. I'm putting over the intelligence of this competitor. I'm putting over the resilience, and then he goes and makes a foolish error like that. Unbelievable mistake by the model Deryck Crosse. You got to wonder of the pressure of the tournament didn't have him trying to do a high-risk maneuver that he normally wouldn't use, and you wonder if he was maybe trying to throw a little something extra in there, when really, Tom, all he should be relying on is what brought him to this dance as a number 1 ranked competitor in the first place, and that is just what the model Deryck Crosse normally does, which is just go out, do what's necessary, and win wrestling matches. He had him up in a tombstone position, lays him out into more of a power slam position. That was a little bit of an error by Lee Montana. You can see that he had Deryck Crosse up in a very, very compromised position up in the air. What he should have done is just dropped Crosse straight down on his head, broke his neck. You can see that the tag team partner, the other half of Vanity Incorporated, VIP, Benjamin English, trying to get involved, was going to nail Lee Montana from behind. A classic mistake. Lee Montana with eyes in the back of his head, able to duck out of the way. VIP nails his own partner, the model, setting up Lee Montana now for the victory. No, the model slides through. Oh, a beautiful swinging neck breaker. Unbelievable stuff. And the pin. If VIP had made contact with Lee Montana, would referee Vince Yeager have disqualified the model? There's got to be some dissension in Vanity Incorporated after that.